I'm Marleigh.
And I'm Tess.
And welcome to Book Emporium, the closest you'll ever get to an auditory Doritos Locos taco.
Complete with stomach aches.
This podcast is aggressively bad for you. This is where you unlearn things.
Yes. We're here to shave off some IQ points. Buckle up.
Kill some brain cells. Today is the continuation, part 2 of Zodiac Academy, The Awakening.
Yes. We're back with our favorite Doublemint twins.
And if this is your first time joining us, number one, please go back and listen to part 1. But if you
it's very necessary. There's a lot of characters. Please listen to part
There's
1.
so much that happens in this story. But if you're like, you know what, fuck you, you're not my mom, you can't tell me what to do. What we do on this podcast is I have read a book. Tess did not know when we recorded part 1 which book I was going to be talking about. And I get to surprise her and tell her all about it. And I get to get her raw, genuine reaction to the insanity that is Zodiac Academy.
And then I get to immediately run to a store and pick up a version with sprayed edges. So,
oh God, I love a sprayed edge.
Don't we all?
Oh,
I feel like this one's got a good sprayed edge. I looked up the covers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. During our break. And they're like gold and black and very I love a stylized. It's kind of like tarot cardy.
Yeah, they're super sexy.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, sometimes you get those covers with people making out on the front. Those are fun. But sometimes I like you pick it up and you're like, ooh, what's in here? And the answer is crack.
Seriously,
the answer is true insanity.
Whatever the authors put in these books, they should bottle it and sell it. I mean, they already have by creating Zodiac Academy.
I recently in my bathwater before I add my toaster.
I recently found out that there's a series of prequels.
What?
To Zodiac Academy, yes. And I think they might have actually been written first, and then Zodiac Academy came after.
Written first, but published after?
I think written and published before Zodiac Academy. I think so.
Everything.
Yeah, and there are characters from Zodiac Academy who appear in this other series.
Oh, interesting. So, okay. So it's already like 13 books or something? Some crazy number.
The Zodiac Academy cinematic universe is vast.
Yeah.
But
and then with these, is it like, what are we talking, 80 books?
Probably like 20 maybe. Yeah, wow. It's a lot. There's so many books within this world that they've created. And
Marleigh's read them all.
I have. I haven't finished the prequels yet, but I'm getting there. And you're a force of nature out here. Yeah.
You're doing the work.
Yeah. So let us know if you loved this and you want me to talk about the first book in the other series.
Vote now for if you want Marleigh to skip a very important doctor's appointment in order to read more of these books. Like, I don't know what you'll be sacrificing, but I know it will be something. Something's got to give.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Health. Sanity. None of those are important.
Absolutely not.
I need more.
Yeah. No, as we all do.
I don't even care what the listeners say. I mean, I care. I care what you say. I'm not going to be the one that reads it. Marleigh does it. So
you edit the podcast, so,
Yeah, exactly. We each have a role. Mine is never opening a message. Not because I can't, but because I'm just so lazy. I don't even open text messages. I'm a bad person. Actually, I thought I was a bad person, and then somebody screenshotted me something from their phone that had 300 unread text messages.
Damn.
And I was like, you know what? I'm a good person.
Yeah.
I'm a better person than somebody else, which is truly my metric for if I'm a good person. If I'm a better person than other people.
No, listen. Comparison is the thief of joy unless you're comparing yourself to some loser and then it fucking rules.
Rocks. Honestly, it's we're out here fighting for your mental health. And these books are often a way to do it.
Will they make it better? Not necessarily. Will they make it worse? Probably. Do I still recommend you read them? 100%. Absolutely.
God, I told you today that I love you? Because I do. I do.
I love you more.
When you find someone who gets you, it feels good. You feel warm inside.
You just vibe. Oh my gosh. Well, where we last left off,
yes,
poor Darcy was tarred and feathered and was basically humiliated by these assholes.
The heirs.
And now we are going to get into part 2 and what happens next.
Okay, so she's alone in the woods and she's wet and cold.
But she still has to make it to her appointment with Professor Orion.
Yeah, because the school doesn't give a shit and will not give you excuses for torture.
Yeah, so she has to slog her way to Orion's office, covered in mud and twigs and garbage. And he's not very sympathetic. Orion's like, oh, God, I can't believe you got your ass kicked again by people who are way more powerful than you. And he does clean her up. He helps her. And then he bites her and tells her to stop being a weak little bitch.
Is Orion a vampire too?
Yes,
Oh
Orion is
my
also a
gosh.
vampire.
All
Yeah.
these people they're biters. There's biters out there.
This school is filled with biters.
Biters. You know, we tell kids to stop biting.
Teeth-
like kindergarten.
teeth are not for biting.
I know. This is our first synchronous statement of the children's book. Teeth are not for biting.
Not for biting.
But in this world, we use teeth on our friends a lot.
Apparently so.
On our friends, on our subordinates,
On our students. Yeah.
Mm.
Just imagine if you had a philosophy class in college and you answered Socrates instead of Plato and your professor just fucking bit you. As a punishment, he's like, nope, wrong. Here come the teeth.
It's a different form of public humiliation. I've definitely had a blackout moment when I answered wrong in front of a bunch of other people. And I'm like,
Right.
somebody could have bitten me in that period of time. And I probably wouldn't have noticed very much. Clearly, everyone's going with it in this world. So if you've had a bad teacher, it's not that much of a shift change.
You know what? True. And at least they're alone. He's not publicly
he's
humiliating her with this.
privately
He's privately biting her.
Curbing her with biting. It's like scruffing, like
Yeah.
with a dog.
Exactly.
Which
you know?
you shouldn't do, but
No.
yeah, I get the idea behind it. Just like,
Precisely. He's like,
gonna give you a little nip,
this is your punishment.
a little nip.
You've been a bad girl. Been a stupid
Hold on,
girl.
let me just nibble on this very erogenous zone. Is there an internal monologue that goes along with this?
absolutely.
Is she shivering, quivering of some kind when she's being bitten?
It does make her a little horny.
Is it fun?
It's kind of fun. It hurts to be bitten, of course, but she also
The good hurt.
she majorly has the hots for Orion, so she's not.
She's described his hands multiple times.
She has in great detail. She's memorized every vein.
Love it.
She knows.
If he could bite her with her hands, that would be the only improvement on this situation.
Yes, please choke me, Daddy.
I was envisioning just a tiny pinch
Yeah.
with your hands, and you went full choke.
Choke.
So, I forgot
Yeah.
about the choke.
Yeah.
The good full choke. All right. I'm sure we'll get there.
That's how we do it at Zodiac Academy.
Yeah.
The girls attend some magic classes, with Tori going to firebender class, and because she is obscenely powerful, the teacher, Professor Pyro, assigns Roy.
Wait, is that his actual name?
Yeah, that's her name. Professor Pyro.
Professor Pyro?
Yep.
I do appreciate on the nose because it is hard to keep everybody straight.
It is.
So having kind of on the nose names,
It helps.
it works.
It does work. The Professor Pyro, assigns roided up Zuko, aka Darius, to be her study buddy. And she's like, great, can't wait to hang out with this asshole. So then a nude photo of Tori from getting her clothes burned off gets leaked on Facebook by some loser named Milton.
My shit.
Yeah.
Okay, Milton, you can go fuck yourself. You're a huge asshole.
Yeah.
Milton
and
here is
Yeah.
an absolute prick.
it's not going to go well for him. It's not going to go well
Good.
for him.
You know
Yeah.
what? Good.
Yeah, it gets leaked on Facebook, and it's seen by half the school before it's taken down, with them essentially,
Oh,
hey
there's
guys,
some protections.
there
in
is some
place?
protection. They're like, hey, you can't post unconsensual nudes on Facebook. Text it to each other, you losers. So they're allowed to send it to each other without punishment, but not post it on Facebook. So
Yeah, you're like,
Tori,
get your shit together, guys.
yeah. So Tori and Milton are both in firehouse. And so Tori wrecks his shit in the common room and deletes the nudes off of his phone and then goes into his deleted file and then erases them permanently.
Oh, you know what? I appreciate a book that explains properly to delete things from
How
the
to delete
deleted
things
file.
permanently. I don't even know how to do that.
You have to do
You have to do a lot.
more work than you think you do to
Yes.
scrub something.
To scrub something from a phone. Mm-hmm.
So it can't be recovered.
She removes it and deletes it off her phone. And Darius is hanging in there. And he's like, well, I have a copy. And she's like, cool story, bro. Which he finds upsetting because despite being a beloved Adonis, he's painfully attention-starved. He wants to, like the Barbie movie line.
Notice me.
Ken only has a good day when Barbie looks at him. That's fucking Darius to a T. He's obsessed with Tori. He is dying for her attention. And she's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
And it makes his dick very hard.
Palms sweaty, dick hard. This is the vibe that these girls give. And
Mom's spaghetti. I regretted it as soon as I said
we're
it.
gonna have to readjust our mind on the Faye puns.
They make so many in the book that
I
it's
get
not
over
even hard.
Faye book. I'm not even past it. We're just continuing to go because if I get stuck on it, we'll be here too long.
Yeah, the podcast is going to be 3 hours already. Next, the girls also meet a creepy-ass siren professor named Washer, who likes wearing a Speedo and uses siren powers to feed on their sadness about how much they hate college.
Okay, I don't want to keep holding us up. He's just wearing a Speedo in class?
Yeah.
As that's his whole outfit.
That's his outfit. That's his uniform.
Cool. Okay.
Washer is a creep.
We're just gonna keep going.
We are glossing past it because it's so low on the totem pole of insane shit that happens in this story. Is that Washer is a siren and kind of a pervert.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They move on after their waterbending class, and Darcy is in her common room, and she sees a news clip about a fae being killed by a nymph. Seth, who is never
clip on Facebook.
On Facebook about, a fae being killed by a nymph, and Seth is watching this very seriously, and he kind of runs off without licking her for once, which is always a plus. And
Incredible.
Diego, who's in Air House with her, explains to her what nymphs are. That's another race that aren't born with magic, but they can steal it from fae using their finger probes, and it will kill the fae that they feed off of if they feed for too long.
All right, we're going to need to take a moment here to discuss the word finger probes.
It's the least sexual thing in the story.
Anything sexual if you make it, and I'm choosing to. What's going on? How do we get probed? How many fingers?
They have the regular amount of fingers, but basically these probes extend from their fingers when they're in their shifted nymph form, I should say.
Oh, so they
Sorry
have
for being
like
confusing.
very, very long fingers?
Yes.
Mm.
And their probes will go into your chest, into your heart, and kill you.
Oh, okay.
That's how they suck out your magic.
So, yeah. So it's less sexy.
Yes, that's why I meant what I meant by not sexy.
But, okay, interesting. I'm going to keep that in my back pocket, though, mentally.
Just keep thinking about it.
Just because I find finger probes just an incredible mental image that I'm gonna keep close to the surface.
Just hold on to it.
Just gonna keep that in the surface. And if it's not used appropriately, this is a missed opportunity. Book number 14. I'm just throwing that out there in case the authors are listening. Something finger probes. Let's go.
I'm into it. When Darcy heads to breakfast after hearing this information from Diego, they go off together. Geraldine is being extra and has all of this food out for her and Tori to eat. And she uses the phrase over and over and over again, buttery bagels. She has prepared many, many buttery bagels for them.
Just a smorgasbord.
A smorgasbord of buttery bagels.
Specifically buttery bagels.
And there's
a really varieties, but mainly bagels.
Mainly bagels. And
bagels.
There's a really sad moment where Darcy's like, man, we've never had so much access to good food before.
And good food is buttery bagels.
It's buttery bagels. And there's other stuff in the orb that they serve them and stuff.
That the bagels are there.
The bagels are very necessary to the plot. Now, the thing with Geraldine and how Tori and Darcy act is on one hand, you get why they're weirded out and kind of uncomfortable with how overzealous she is, because she's like, I am a wretch, I am a worm, and you are the queens, the true queens. Everybody bow before the true queens.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of, you get why it's uncomfortable, but also, baby girls, she's one of the few people on this campus who's actually nice to you.
Yeah, lean in.
So they do, granted, in the coming books especially, and even by the end of the first book, they become much more appreciative of Geraldine and how supportive and good of a character she is. Like, they really do appreciate her. And so
she's captain of their fan club.
She is captain of the Ass Club, which is their fan club.
The Ass Club. I adore it.
It's amazing. To Geraldine's endless credit, Milton, the nude-leaking shitbag, tries to use coercion to force Tori and Darcy to make out. And Geraldine, who is built like a brick shit house, assaults him immediately. And Diego gets in between them so that they can't kiss each other.
No, you'll have to kiss me instead. Diego. Oh, I'm just going to throw myself into the middle of this little sister sandwich.
Yeah. Oh, no, let me help you.
Catching rogue kisses.
Sophia, being their lovely little friend, offers to help them learn to resist coercion.
Oh, good.
She's like, I need to help you guys with this post-haste. They all head off to tarot reading
we're
class.
going to get until this is going to become an incest book. Which,
yeah.
Again, we don't kink shame.
We don't kink shame, but, you know.
I didn't think it was going there.
They all head off to tarot reading class with Professor Astrom. Astrom. Is it Astrom or Astrom? I don't know. Anyway, we're moving on. Where the twins get omens in the form of the High Priestess card.
Okay, so they're doing a tarot card pull, and both of them get the High Priestess card?
Yes, and it's kind of a warning and an omen for them.
All right.
After class, they're ordered to run with the werewolves. Seth and his pack show up, and he's like, hey, we're going to find out if you guys are werewolves. You guys are going to run with our pack. And Darcy hitches a ride on Seth's wolf back after he shifts. He's a big white wolf. And then Tori jumps onto another wolf's back, and they run off into the woods. And the pack kind of brings them into the woods. They don't drag them. They're riding on their backs, having a good old time. Yeehaw. And then Seth is kind of like, you know what? You guys probably aren't werewolves. And then they just abandon them in the woods.
As you do. Of course.
When you're Seth and his wolf pack.
Anytime that I find out midway through a road trip that it's not going great, I just leave people on the side of the road. I'm notorious for doing this.
You know, I'm so glad that our road trip went well and that this didn't happen to me.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Can you go get gas? Bye.
Mick-fucking-bye. They are left in the woods, and they have to walk back, which they do make it back in one piece. It's totally fine. The next time they go to Orion's class, he bites Tori instead of Darcy.
Okay.
And Caleb kicks the door down like the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah, because there's been no overlap in bites.
No, Caleb has claimed Tori as his source. And if you bite another vampire's source, you open up a can of whoop-ass.
And they know.
They know
he, implanted spider biters' senses.
Some kind of thing is going on.
So the second that another
vampire bites them,
penetrates.
penetrates.
Yeah, the second that those fangs pierced Tori again, then he just drops from the rafters. I've been here the whole time.
He repels down.
I'm here to fight a bitch.
Yeah, he paratroops in. And so Caleb kicks down the door, and they start beating the shit out of each other over who gets to bite which twin.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they beat the shit out of each other.
Only one biter per twin.
And Caleb is more powerful than Orion. So he wins.
Blondie's got some moves.
Over
big hands.
Orion is like,
this is the fight of the century. Blondie versus Big Hand.
Great. Orion concedes Tori to Caleb on the caveat that only he is allowed to bite Darcy. He says, Darcy is my source.
Okay.
Caleb says, well, Tori's mine. Fine. And they turn and they walk away in opposite directions.
But that's a bite-worthy offense, but they're both on the same. It's truce now.
That's showbiz, baby.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Tori meets up with
12 paces before you go bite someone else.
And the whole reason that if you want to know from the boy's perspective, the whole reason he knew that Caleb had claimed Tori as his source. He bit her because he wanted to see if she tasted as good as Darcy.
Oh, he just wanted to sample both?
Yeah, because he's kind of got this hard-on for Darcy that he's
And
fighting.
Is it just the genetics? Or
Yeah.
do I really have a hard-on for Darcy's
For Darcy.
labor?
For Darcy's delicious, delicious blood that he's slurping up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in his mind, he's like, Darcy does taste better.
I mean, how else are you going to find out that piece of information, which you so clearly, desperately need to know? I mean, how could he go on without knowing the taste of sister blood?
Of twin blood. I
twin
gotta
blood.
sample you both.
Okay. He's trying to figure out, this is the musical interlude. Is my boner justified? Gotta bite her.
Gotta bite her the other one.
We're going to make a musical after this.
We will.
We're obviously very talented.
Someday. Tori meets up with her professor tutor, who unfortunately, I didn't write down her name, I'm so sorry, who essentially emails her some PDFs to read and tells her they don't need to have conferences because she has better shit to do. She's like, listen, girl, I'm going to email you some stuff. You can read it at your leisure, and I'm going to go on a date. And Tori's sick. This is perfect for me. Love this.
This is why you didn't remember the name, because she's
not
provided not a lot.
Yeah, she has exited stage
You know
left.
what? That's we can't all be important.
Yeah, we can't all be important.
This cast
exactly.
is already
It's too large.
hella large.
It's very large. It's not too large, but it is large, and it does take a lot of focus to remember who is who, right? Because class ended early for Tori, her tutoring session is over, she winds up leaving early, and she's kind of, just wandering around campus, and she goes into the woods, and she winds up overhearing the heirs and eavesdropping on them because they're hanging out. And we learn some very important information. They're kind of making fun of Darius because he's betrothed to his cousin against his will, and apparently homegirl is hideous. Also, this girl that he is engaged to is awful as a human being.
Yeah,
so
she's
normally
hideous on the inside,
ugly on the inside. We don't normally say bad things about people's appearances. This girl is ugly on the inside, and there's very specific reasons why she looks the way that she looks that were apparently self-inflicted. Again, we'll get into that later. Darius,
but also this is why homeboy is big mad, is because his life is sad because he's engaged to his cousin, which is
listen, we all have to have sympathy for Darius because his dad is mean to him.
Oh, okay, good to know.
We do. Also,
his
for
dad's
people
mean to him, and he's engaged to his cousin,
and he's engaged to his cousin,
which is weird, and we don't love that.
Nobody loves that.
We don't love being engaged to. I'm hoping it's more distant than a first cousin, but it's legal in a lot of places.
I can't remember. She's probably his first cousin because that's more upsetting. But call out for people who have read the series who are going to get mad about me mocking Darius because his dad is mean to him. I'm aware of the level of which his dad is mean to him. It is not minor. It's terrible. But at this point, we know very little about Darius other than the fact that he's an asshole. So I reserve the right with this information.
I can make fun of him.
Tess is allowed to make fun of him. She hasn't read the book, so she gets to make fun of him.
So I can be like, oh, his dad's mean to him, and then I'll get schooled later.
Yeah, exactly. Darius also mentions that his current main squeeze, Marguerite, is bad in bed, which is classy of him.
These guys are just really hitting it out of the park.
Such fucking princes. They make vague references to ambushing Tori the next morning. And she's eavesdropping, so she overhears this, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna go sleep in Darcy's room tonight. And then the bros piss off to their treehouse because they have one of those.
They're such a club.
They
such
are
a clique. The Babysitters Club on steroids.
Yes.
These dudes hang out all the time together.
Yes.
They probably solve crimes together.
Yes.
They're such bosom besties.
Such besties.
They are hip to hip and breast to breast in my imagination all the
dick to
time.
dick.
Yeah, they just walk in synchronous. You know the Wizard of Oz steps.
Yeah.
Going down the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road. Let's go bully some girls.
This is exactly what I picture of them. They're stalking me, and they're two-stepping side to side as they come out of the woods.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I love it. My
It's
mental
great.
image is a plethora of beauty right now. I dig the we lounge together and we play together and we bully together.
We're the 4 best friends that anybody could have. But yes, they are besties and they hang out together an excessive amount. And
in their treehouse.
in their treehouse, except for, well, Darius usually goes to the treehouse to hang out with them, but he kind of makes up a lame excuse for why he can't go. So the other 3 go, and then
They're going to be so sad without their 4th best
I know.
friend.
I need to study or whatever, but he doesn't go to the direction of Firehouse.
Okay.
He goes somewhere else, and he sneaks away, and Tori follows him. And
Right now she's stalking him.
And Tori is very sneaky because she was a thief, right? So she's very, very
Right.
good at being sneaky. She follows him, and he meets up with Professor Orion in private, and they start arguing. And they talk about a plan to murder some unnamed individuals, which we assume and is heavily implied to be Tori and Darcy. So there might be a murder plot afoot that Orion is involved in, potentially. Scary.
You don't know who your biting friends are, and you don't know who your large man enemies are.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's
Really?
wild. It's a
turning.
mystery.
It's turning.
Tori and Darcy have a slumber party in Darcy's room since Tori overheard the boys talking about ambushing her. And they get more messages from the mysterious falling star person on Facebook. But, you know, it's not really safe to talk on Messenger. We should meet soon. I will let you know when. So
There's so much going on. There's an informant, a deep throat in
Yes.
the mix as well.
yes.
A Facebook.
A
Facebook.
Facebook friend.
Let's be
who-
correct.
Who is anonymous and is
Yes.
interacting with them and trying to help them. Darius, the next day, Darius runs into Tori in the mailroom. He's talking on the phone and somebody hangs up on him and she's like, who the fuck would hang up on Darius? He's the most terrifying person I've ever met. Mean dad. So Tori has developed a shopping addiction because she's never had so much money to buy clothes before, and she's really excited to outfit herself and her sister.
I mean, yeah, as you would.
If you
That's
had
real-
access to your
this is-
inheritance for the first time ever.
This makes sense. We have
Yeah.
Famazon.
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 I honestly have no idea. She's ordering from nice boutiques, and Darius is nice to her for like 11 seconds because she's in the mailroom and she can't figure out how to get her mail. So he grabs her atlas and he types some stuff and her things all come out, all of her packages come out.
Okay.
And she's like, thanks. And he's,
I
yeah.
was kind of wondering for a moment, what's she doing in the mailroom? It's not like she has any family to contact her
Oh,
because
no!
I'm a horrible person and my mind went there. But
Yeah.
packages.
All the packages. She doesn't
Packages
know.
love her in the stead of the family
In
that's
the set
gone.
of the family. Who needs family when you have things?
Oh, this series teaches so many
So many important lessons.
important life lessons. Specifically, if any of these things happen to you, seek therapy and then compensation in that order.
Precisely. Sue these guys. They suck. And Darius can afford to be sued anyway. He is nice to her. He helps her figure out how to get her mail. And then she opens one of the packages and there's underwear in there and he grabs it and he's, ooh, what's this for? And she's like, they're panties, you idiot.
Or my vagina.
It's from a pussy. And he's, oh, maybe you should model them for me. And she's like, fuck off, man. You were nice to me for 11 seconds. I appreciate that. But the sand is running out on how willingly long I am
Yeah.
going to be nice back to you because
like-
you burned my clothes off and threatened to leak my nudes again. So
If anybody should be paying for this, it's you.
not even Steven. The girls head off to earthbending class, and Tori is kind of a cunt to Geraldine because her and the ass crew won't stop bowing to them, and they've begged them repeatedly, please don't bow to us, please don't bow to us. It's so awkward. And Geraldine is kind of upset by this, obviously, and Darcy smooths it over, and she's like, listen, we just want to be friends. Can we please be friends? And Geraldine's, yeah, I would love to be friends with you guys. And they're like, okay, perfect. Yes, let's be friends. Let's not do this worshiping us thing. It's very weird for us.
Yeah.
Which is, again, valid.
It's a little 0 to 60.
Tori kind of goes off while Darcy is talking to Geraldine, and Tori then gets cornered by Caleb and Seth in this cave, And they grab her and they run off, and they decide to dangle her off a cliff, threatening to impale her on a bunch of stalactites.
Just out of the goodness of their hearts, what are they hoping to gain from this?
Exactly, that is the question. They repeat the same old line about, you guys don't deserve the throne. And Tori's like, hey, good news. We don't fucking want the throne. We just want our inheritance and to not be on the brink of homelessness for once.
Yeah,
please.
We're just in it for the money. I don't care.
We don't care. And Caleb and Seth don't really believe her, but in a truly badass move, she manages to use coercion to force them to pull her back up.
Oh.
And gets one over on them.
This is a real trial by fire situation.
Yeah, they're getting there.
Learning the lessons.
They're learning.
None of them are in class. Mm-hmm. All of them are in life and death situations, but
perpetually.
You know, hey, whatever helps you learn it faster.
Learning is the most important thing.
We are lifelong learners.
We are all constantly learning about how to learn magic by bullying. And she does fail, though, to keep Caleb from biting her again.
I mean, we can't win them all.
We can't win them all. Now, Friday night comes up, and the twins and their only two friends, Sophia and Diego, decide to go out on Friday night, which brings me to a very important point. We are 64% of the way into this book, and everything I have told you has happened within a week.
I was just you said Friday night, and I was like, has it been 2 days even?
It's been a week.
It's been 1 week.
It's been 1 week.
This is their first weekend. It's been like a school week. It's been a Monday, and now we're
Monday
at Friday.
Through Friday.
So,
yes.
Wow, we are it's 5 days. We are, whew. If these girls don't have extreme Stockholm syndrome or something at the end of, this is a lot. It's a lot of trauma bonding. At this point, I'd excuse them kissing each other.
You know what? Whatever comforts you.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah. Remember the pull-out couch.
Remember when we cradled each other?
Once upon a time, we lived in a house filled with bedbugs, and that was a glorious time.
Somehow better than what we're currently experiencing.
I also appreciate Game Recognized Game of the speed with which they are spending money to comfort themselves.
Yeah.
Also, the shopping addiction makes a lot more sense.
It really does.
When you're like, listen, we've got our first room. We're going to decorate. Also, we have money, and everyone is weird and hates us and keeps biting. There's a lot of biters.
Serotonin is in short supply. We've got to go for artificial options to get us up there. And SSRIs apparently don't exist in this world. So
yes, exactly.
They're doing what they can. As they're leaving campus, they run into Geraldine, and they kind of lie to her about going off campus. Oh, yeah, no, we're not going out. And Geraldine's like, oh, too bad, we're going out. So, see you guys later, whatever. They all hop into Diego's beater of a car and head to the nearest town, which is called Tucana, which is outside of where Zodiac Academy is. It's kind of a little ways out. And they go into a bar and they spot Professor Orion, who appears to be on a date with a hot woman, which Darcy is totally cool with and has no feelings about.
No, who cares?
And they're allowed to order alcohol because there's no underage drinking laws in Feyworld.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it 18 and up?
Yes.
Is that kind of the
18 and up, basically. And they're 18, so they're allowed to order alcohol.
It's star sign Europe.
Exactly. European Academy. Oh, God. Anyway, Fayopian. Yeah. Geraldine finds them in the bar in a true awkward moment. And Geraldine is so pure that she doesn't even really acknowledge that they lied to her. She's just, oh, you guys are here now. This is great.
What if she's such a pure spirit? I love that she's like, you didn't lie to me. You just changed plans.
You changed plans. That's totally fine. And so she shows them the badges that she had made for the ASS Club, which spell out ASS. And Darcy tries to tell her that the acronym is ASS. But Geraldine is like, nah, girl, I know what I'm about. Nobody would ever think of this but you.
No, you're the one with the gutter brain.
Yeah, it's just you, and it's fine. And then she heads off to meet with the other assholes or whatever they're called. And she's, hey, we'll meet up later. It'll be great. And they are like, okay, well, we got to get out of this bar before Geraldine comes back because we don't want to hang with the ASS Club.
She's gonna make you wear an ass pin. Yeah.
And Diego brings
the subject of the ass pins, I would assume it's probably got their faces on it.
It's uncomfortable for them. It very much is. The Almighty Sovereign Society was obviously created in their honor, which is really nice, but it spells ass. It's the first of many unserious acronyms in this series. There's going to be so many, but this is the first, and oh God.
Yeah, they're really going, Geraldine's going really hard in the paint on it.
Yeah.
And, princess cosplay is really fun until everybody starts bowing to you.
Yeah.
And get it.
Diego brings them shots, and Sophia drinks all of them because she's 18 and has no concept of how to hold her liquor. Darcy gets up to get them more.
We all know this person.
We all know this person.
This person is fun.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
Sophia's fun.
Sophia is amazing. I love her so much. And Darcy gets up to get them more. While she's waiting, she overhears Orion and his date talking about killing someone. And when he notices her eavesdropping, she goes to hide in the bathroom, but he follows her and forces her to tell him what she overheard about his murder plot.
Ooh.
And she's like, well, clearly you guys are planning to kill me and Tori. And he says, so that's all you overheard? Do you think we're planning to kill you and your sister? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, cool. And then he fucks off immediately with his
he's
date.
fine with you knowing that.
Yeah, I don't care. It's fine. It's not the detail that I was concerned about you knowing.
Which is not great.
Kind of scary, kind of intimidating.
A little scary, but,
Yeah.
we have a party to get to, so let's
gotta
pick
go.
our battles.
We gotta go. And they go back into the bar, and Sophia is absolutely sloshed. And Diego says, I'm gonna take her home. She's too drunk to be out and about.
She's too drunk to function.
She's
ultra cool.
She's ultra cool. And he's like, are you guys gonna be okay if I leave you in town? But there is a shuttle that goes back and forth from the academy, and we'll be fine.
Easy peasy.
Take
we
Sophia
love
home.
a little Fay public transport.
A little Fay public
Let's go.
transport. And it's probably way nicer than Los Angeles public transport, but nothing's really worse than that. And the twins get a
Very
message
accurate.
from Falling Star on Facebook telling them to meet in an alley in 10 minutes. They're finally, we have our window. Let's meet. And when they get there, Falling Star immediately bails via Facebook and says, it's not safe. You guys need to get out of there immediately.
Oh, okay.
And
So just run.
Run.
Dot.
And they are in this alley, and they are being stalked by a shadow creature. They can't see it, but they can feel this thing creeping up on them. And it manages to kind of absorb some of their powers through the air. And they're like, oh God, what if it's a nymph? And so they run as fast as they can and narrowly escape whatever the shadow thing was.
Yeah, they're really scared that it's got probing fingers.
Because if you get probed, you die.
I cannot stress enough the dangers of
being
improper
probed.
probing. Yes.
It's great. Of course, the second they get away and they run out of the alley, they run into Max, who uses his siren powers to make them tell him what happened. And the other heirs are lurking nearby, and Darcy is forced to sit in Max's lap because, again, these guys are gross. And as soon as Tori mentions that there were rattling sounds and the shadow was making them, lose their power, Darius is interested. Tell me everything. I want to know. And he decides, hey, let's call a truce for the night between our competitive natures. And they're like, okay. And we can have a drink together like a bunch of pals. We're not going to mess with you tonight. We just want to hang out. We just want to chill.
Sounds suspicious.
It's very suspicious, right? And let's just hang out.
Trucy.
You
gave me something interesting to nibble on, to gnaw.
Exactly.
And therefore, because you had some hot gossip, I'm going to drink with you and be your bestie tonight.
We're going to hang out tonight and it'll be great.
You'll know what the treehouse is like.
So he says, just stay for one drink. Please just stay for one drink. And the twins are like, fine. Darius makes Tori sit in his lap, and regrettably, she doesn't grab him by the balls and twist, but she immediately tosses back her entire drink, and she's like, well, I had a drink with you, and she gets up and leaves.
Ooh, good.
Tori's a
Good
badass.
clapback.
Tori's a badass, and so is Darcy. The twins go into another club, and Caleb and Max follow them inside, and other Fae come up to them to dance with them, and Caleb and Max cockblock them immediately. So fine, we'll go fucking dance by ourselves. Darius appears out of nowhere to dry hump Tori, which she is not mad about. And Seth does the same with Darcy until they're interrupted by Professor Orion, who grabs Darius and pulls him away and says, we need to talk immediately. Tori starts grinding on Caleb instead, and they're all flirting pretty hard until the fun is interrupted by an announcement that a student has been attacked by a nymph. And the student is Geraldine.
Oh no!
I know.
Sweet baby Geraldine!
Tori immediately feels like shit because she's like, we basically ditched her. We left the bar before she could come back. So they run outside to make sure she's okay. And she's being loaded into an ambulance. She's very weak, but she's alive. So she has survived this terrible attack. She's okay.
Thank the stars that Geraldine's okay.
Orion is there, and he's absolutely covered in blood. He saved her life. So he intercepted whatever was attacking her, and he protected her.
Okay.
He bites Darcy immediately to refill his power.
Yeah, I mean, valid.
But he takes too much blood, and she's kind of passing out, and Tori gets involved, and Caleb actually kind of backs her up and says, hey, dude, not fucking cool.
Yeah.
And it's probably
overvamped her.
And it's probably more because he's in a dick measuring contest with Orion than for decent vampire reasons. But Caleb does get involved to stop it from happening.
You gotta check your own.
And Orion is like, oh, well, hey, let me drive you guys back. And Darcy's like, go fuck yourself. And they hop on the shuttles to leave.
Yeah, he's covered in blood. It's okay. I overdrank from everybody. I have this whole conundrum. Let me get behind the wheel of the car.
Yeah, he's like, it'll be fine. I drank all your blood, so it's cool. I drank all of it. So
it's
I'm feeling great personally.
Yeah.
And to his credit, Seth heals the bite mark on her neck when they all hop in the shuttle to leave.
By licking her?
No, he just uses magic to heal her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
No, he licks her for recreational reasons.
I was like, there might be a missed opportunity there.
Unfortunately, yeah. Darcy wakes up with a wicked hangover, but immediately she says, I gotta go see Geraldine. We have to make sure that she's okay. So Seth is waiting at her door as she's getting up to leave, and he's like, hey, last night we were grinding, and I feel like you might be into me. Darcy says, yeah, nah. Thank you so much, though, Seth. And he's, well, when you say my name, you're mouth humping it, which sounds exactly like something an 18-year-old dude would say.
What?
Yeah, it's so
Wait.
dumb.
Okay, can we try this for a moment? Seth, how do you say this sexily?
Seth.
How do I mouth hump Seth? Like, how do I put sex onto, only if I said it sex, then I could get it. Then I could get behind it.
Yes.
But any name is sexy if you moan it. But honestly, I am sitting there going, how are you mouth humping a 4-letter name? Kind of a 1-syllable name it's hard to do.
Yeah, it's dumb.
And I have
And
a short name.
again,
It's hard to put a lot of sex on
to
it.
put a lot of oomph. And it's something exactly like an 18-year-old boy would say. Then she's, well, I can't talk to you about this right now, and I also have a tutoring session with Orion today. And he says, wow, you're also mouth humping Orion's name. So the mouth humping is a real thing with him.
Wow, he's got a barometer on him that exists for no one else in the world.
For no one else in the
Like,
world. He's so delusional.
I
It's
can
ridiculous.
hear it. I can hear you being horny for people's names.
Specifically their names. And by the way, it's super against the rules to date teachers. Super.
But not for them to bite you.
No, teachers can bully the fuck out of you and bite you, but they can't date you.
Yeah.
So that's an important detail
That's
to
where
know
we
here.
draw the line.
It is verboten. She's like, okay, whatever. She tries to brush him off, and he tells her that he's really sorry for being a dick. And he says, I thought last night kind of meant something. Like, thought we had a moment. I thought we bonded.
When you were grinding on me, did you not feel it?
The
too?
connection between our souls.
Did you not feel it? Did you not feel our friendship blossom when your ass touched my penis? Did you not feel that? I felt it.
I felt it. I felt it in my dick and in my soul. And Seth is...
I thought we really had something with
And-
that grind.
Seth is earnest enough that Darcy kind of marginally believes him because he's being all cute and puppyish about wanting forgiveness.
I mean,
and
I would honestly believe somebody if they said that grinding moment meant something to me. I would be like, yeah, only a person who really believed that was the thing to say to me in their soul would say that with their whole chest.
And because the heirs have been assholes and we don't really believe Seth, you're reading this as the reader and you're like, oh God, this is not good. This is going to be a bad thing. And when reading the book from the boy's perspective, Seth genuinely does like Darcy.
Aw.
He does like her.
I mean,
it doesn't make up for anything.
no, but he's trying.
he's
Again,
doing his best, you know?
the grinding as bonding is just very, very 18.
He's doing his little dog best.
Yeah.
She
Little
manages.
puppy boy.
Yeah, she's like, okay, fine, I forgive you, fuck off. So she manages to escape him and runs into Diego, who she tells about the previous night's events because he left early with Sophia and didn't see anything that happened. And they meet up with Tori, and they're looking for somebody to tell them where the infirmary is so they can go see Geraldine. And they run into Professor Washer, who's the siren pervert. And he says Uranus because that's the name of the infirmary on campus.
Why though? I'm just, of course.
Because nothing about this school or the people who go there is serious. I also love the fact that the professors
meet
can,
up
like,
with the ass club captain at the Uranus.
In Uranus.
In Uranus.
And the fact that these teachers can assault and harass these students, but not consensually date them. And I understand there's power differentials and stuff like that. This is not me endorsing inappropriate relationships between students and teachers. Don't at me.
No, never. But also, this is an imaginary world. I would like to imagine the professors are fair game.
Yes, exactly. And
but also taboo.
Yes, very, very taboo. And, secrecy is sexy. As Tori and Darcy are, okay, well, let's go see Geraldine. They're about to leave. And then Seth and Darius's girlfriends confront them about them grinding on them in the club because this has been filmed and leaked on Facebook.
We have all forgotten, including the boys, have all forgotten these girlfriends exist.
Because they so don't like them or care about them at all. And it's such a problem throughout the series.
Darius is his betrothed.
No, it's that girl Marguerite who he's boning.
Oh, right.
His betrothed
there's so many people that we are allowed to boink or think about boinking.
He's allowed to bone who he wants leading up to
the betrothal.
To the marriage.
Gotcha.
But obviously he has to marry this girl that he doesn't want to marry. So Marguerite is his GF, who he's just boning. And apparently she's bad in the sack, so, whatever.
Yeah, he's talking shit about her. This should end sooner rather than later.
They confront Tori and Darcy about, why were you dry humping our boyfriends? Because why confront your boyfriends when you can just confront the humpies?
No, listen.
Who didn't betray you and are just there.
If bullying is king here, we gotta get some girl bullying in there.
We gotta get some mean girl shit.
We gotta get some girl on girl action. And what better way to have a little mean girl stuff than let's do this pissing contest.
Let's do this.
We have pissing contest over biting. Let's have pissing contests over dirty dancing. You danced with my boyfriend.
She hit the flow. Shorty got low. They decide to run away rather than fighting them because Darcy's still super drained from Orion biting her and they can't really fight back right now.
No time has passed.
She doesn't even know how to fight. They go to Uranus to see Geraldine and a healer lets them in even though she's not supposed to because she's a royalist, this healer. And she says, you can go and see her, I'll cover for you, but you can only stay for 5 minutes. Geraldine tells her harrowing story about being attacked by this nymph and how it had its...
How she got
finger probed in her chest, and I thought it was going to kill me. And then as she was losing consciousness, she smelled a specific smelly smell. And that smell is the same smelly smell that Orion smells like. Would you like to guess which spice?
Oh, okay. Let's go with a cinnamon, a nutmeg, a wood fire.
Cinnamon it is. Your first guess was correct, which is gross to me, but I am in the minority here because I don't like it and I don't like it. It smells.
I prefer a nutmeg.
I do love a nutmeg. But why do you smell like a cookie?
I love fictional smells of men, particularly fey men. They're always some type of wood, some type of fire, some type of spice. It does make me happy.
It's valid because in the real world, men smell like concepts. Women smell like peony or rose or garden blossom, and men it's gun.
Destiny. I would like to come up with a line of scented candles that are just mate. 9 inches. 9 inches the candle.
Girthy. Darcy has to meet up with Orion after this for one of her liaison meetings, and she flat out accuses him of attacking Geraldine with no evidence, and it goes poorly for her. She also admits to knowing that he smells like an unlicked Cinnabon, which he finds endlessly amusing. He shows her an article that proves that Geraldine was attacked by a nymph and that he saved her life, and that he's also probably going to get a medal for it because he was very heroic about the whole thing.
Yeah.
And Darcy tries to leave, and he stops her, and she point blank asks him, do you want Tori and I dead? Do you want my sister and I to die?
Yeah, you've been kind of
You've been
coy, but weirdly public about it.
And knowing his answer, she knows his answer could be a lie, but he's very honest when he tells her, no, I don't want you guys dead.
Okay.
Potentially.
So she's going to take this to the bank.
She's going to take this to the bank. She's going to lean on this. Meanwhile, Tori and Darius are supposed to have a tutoring session that Professor Pyro assigned them to, and he stands her up.
Of course.
So she bursts into his bedroom to find him lying half naked in a pile of gold in his tacky-ass room, because that's how his order recharges their magic.
What? Oh my God.
He's just rolling around in gold coins
He's
and
just
jewels.
Scrooge McDucking it. Like,
sniffing piles of gold.
he is rolling around half naked.
Yeah.
That's the specifics of it.
Yes. That's how he recharges his magic.
I adore it.
It's great.
I
And yeah.
adore that. Just what a wild choice.
What a thing.
You know, if you're going to pick your recharging, would you rather bite somebody else or just roll around in money?
I would rather roll around in money.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And
there's
what if
other
you're
ways.
a poor person?
That's a good point.
Which they're poor.
I am a poor.
Or they were.
I'm also a poor. I mean, I do have that one.
Just perpetually depleted.
I wonder if expensive clothing works. In this world, it doesn't. They never mention it, but I have that faux fur pink coat that cost me an inordinate amount of money because I had a very long compulsive shopping phase, and that bitch only brought me bangers. But, like, would I just roll around in that jacket and recharge by that?
I mean, yes.
Potentially.
I think expensive things.
I feel like it's
should
credits
work
transfer.
just as much as gold. We're off the gold standard anyway.
Yeah, please.
This is brought to you by Gold Bullion.
And she's like, hey, why the fuck are you rolling around in gold? And he says, this is how my order recharges their magic. And she's, okay, fine, that's weird. Also, why do you refuse to show up to our tutoring sessions? This is really annoying.
Yeah.
And he tells her, his order doesn't bend to anyone. And if you want me to help you, you're going to have to make me.
Sure.
And
Sure.
yeah.
All right. Make him bend over.
It's time for the rod.
Clearly, you've given no other choices.
Yeah.
So
you want me to peg you? How do I dominate
the
you, my friend?
spankings shall commence until morale improves.
And she's like, okay, fine. What is your order then? If you say you don't bend to anybody, I want to know what your order is. And he says, okay. So he rips his clothes off and he leaps out of the window and shifts into a massive gold dragon.
Awesome.
Darius is a dragon.
Yes. Question.
Yes.
Because I have to ask this. Did she get a look at the goods when he takes off his pants?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
What are we talking?
Major hog.
Major hog. One major hog?
Just the one.
Just the one. Okay.
I don't know of any orders that have multiple dongs.
Okay. I was just checking. You
It's
know,
important.
for science, I need to. This plays a big. I mean,
It's important.
It's important to me, and I think it's important to other people to know. Just how many. What are we working with? If we're talking shifters, we're talking dragons. Anything's fair game at this point. So,
Truly.
it's still he's got a tail. It's fine.
He does have a tail.
Yeah, we can make do.
We can make do. Moving on. The twins have to go to Siren class because they don't know what their order is, so they're trying to figure it out by going to different classes that are specific to different orders. And the other students leech off of their happy emotions because that's how they recharge. Sirens recharge off of the emotions of others. And Darcy admits to them against her will that Orion is really hot when he's angry. Max is there, and fear makes him horny, so he uses his power to persuade the twins to tell him what they fear most.
Oh.
Which is not good news for our heroes.
No.
And Tori had a really traumatic experience where she nearly drowned after her ex-boyfriend crashed his car into a lake with her in it and left her for dead. The only reason she survived.
Shitty human boyfriend.
I know. Who among us hasn't had them? And the only reason she survived is because there was somebody else who lived nearby who saw it happen, who jumped into the water and pulled her out of the car. So she survived, obviously. But now, understandably, she's terrified of deep water. Darcy admits to being afraid of abandonment. And we find out that the reason she dyed her hair blue is because there was this guy who really worked her over and made her think he liked her. And then when they slept together, and she was a virgin, they slept together, he dumped her and stopped paying attention to her at all, which is devastating, right?
Oh, so
and
devastating.
So she had bashed her leg because she tripped and fell, and she's, kind of clumsy. And she's, I was clumsy again. I was so mad at myself. And she had this blue bruise on her wound. And she decided to dye her hair as a reminder of never trust anybody who tries to get one over on you. That's her reason for having dyed the ends of her hair blue. And
she's like, I will wear this bruise.
Yes, forever, essentially.
Yes. It's a very emo thought.
But it's
I get it.
It's very 18-year-old girl. Yeah.
And also, I get the idea of permanently, but not permanently, having a reminder, therefore we make big changes with our hair.
Yes. Oh, yes, 100%. Who among us has not dyed or cut their hair when they went through a breakup?
Yes, as a queen of the hair changes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
as you should
times, yes.
Very relatable. After this incident, after they reveal their fears to Max, which is frightening because what's he going to do with this information? Darius decides to publicly dump and humiliate Marguerite, and Seth does the same thing to Kylie, except he just admits to cheating on her without really ending their relationship because he's polyamorous, and he's weaponizing his polyamory because he's in a wolf pack and he's an alpha, and betas and omegas have to please their alphas with their dicks and pussies.
Okay, well, yuck. Only for the reason that polyamory is fine, but everyone should know you're polyamorous, that you're in a relationship before you publicly out them. Also, if he is polyamorous, why isn't he just keeping you around? He's just, I'm not cheating on now. From this moment, now I'm polyamorous, just exclusively not with you.
Yeah,
what is happening?
BT dubs.
This is
BT dubs.
Newsflash. I've changed. I found this out about myself. I don't want you to be involved. Wow, Kylie's got to feel great coming out after this.
She's not doing well. And so because Marguerite and Kylie are not really powerful enough to take on the dudes that are actually actively hurting them emotionally, they decide to take it out on the twins, because why blame the guys when you can take it out on these two girls?
I mean, yeah, shit rolls downhill.
Tori winds up hiding from an attack from Kylie and Marguerite in a room that she thinks is empty, but of course, Caleb is there.
Caleb always in the rafters.
Caleb is
always waiting.
He's always waiting to rappel down from the rafters.
He's waiting in case somebody bites him.
It's like, I gotta stop it. I'm not even going to class anymore.
Caleb is hovering 2 inches above this woman at all given times.
At any given moment.
This is my secret vampire thing, is that I'm right above her.
Yes.
No.
This is my power. And she gets the sense from their interactions that even though he dangled her over stalactites in a cave with his wolf bestie, his heart really isn't in the game of Ruin the Vega's lives. So when he kisses her, she's into it and they make out. Of course.
As you do, your bitey tormentor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's biting you, so you might as well let him put his mouth other places too.
Yeah, get some of that good mouth. Get some of that good mouth. That sharp mouth.
Oh God, sharp mouth. They make out, and he also gets her off with a good old-fashioned finger bang.
Yay, the finger probing we've been waiting for.
The probing that you have been dying for this whole book.
Yay,
yes.
I'm so, yay.
Mark you down as satisfied. Let's just end it there. Well, we can't because there's more, but if only. And it's for the first and sadly only sex scene that happens in this book of this series, but
is a finger bang. That's what we get.
He gets her off. And he does not ask for anything in return. He is a gentleman. He gets her off, and then we'll talk about this later, but obviously they're going to start hooking up.
I'm going to go stand in the corner and take care of it myself. I appreciate just a good old-fashioned finger bang. And I mean, being on the run, I'm being hunted. Oh, let's make out. Ooh, let's go further.
Yeah.
But it feels like this is the only sex scene in this book. Would you categorize this book as a slow burn?
I would say so.
Because, yeah.
I would say this is kind of a slow burn, especially when you consider the coupling that happens later in the books, in the series. It's very much a slow burn, I would call it. I would 100% call it that.
This is a wild-ass slow burn. Can you imagine billing this to somebody else? I'm going to read you Zodiac Academy, Volume 1 of 1,000. And it's going to be a slow burn. I mean, like, the 1 of 1,000, I would buy the slow burn, but the second you're biting on day 1, I wouldn't have pegged it.
You would have thought that it would happen faster, but granted,
it happened faster.
This is their first. I think this is like their second week of school, so in that sense, it's not necessarily slowly burning.
I am forgetting about the pacing of it all because so much is happening.
It's an inferno.
Ooh, all right.
Now, I do have to pause here in my storytelling to address something I find very important. Going into any fiction book requires a level of suspensive disbelief, right?
Yeah.
So I can believe that Darius, a large but regular-sized dude, can shift into a 30-foot dragon. I can believe that Seth howls in human form without getting regularly throat-punched. What you're not going to convince me of is that these dudes are good at sex. You're not going to convince me of it because think about it. They're hot. They're tall. People have been worshiping them since they could toddle and literally lining up to hop on their dicks. They have zero incentive to learn how to be good in bed. Zero. Darius, pillow princess. Absolutely, he is a pillow princess.
Like, I'm positive.
And
I'm positive.
You know that he has never used that jawline for anything worth a woman's time.
This is why he needs these women to kind of...
Yeah, he's like, she's
boring
because she made me go on top. And I'm used to not having to do that.
I don't have to use my arm muscles that much.
They're just for show. And so
Caleb
is a vampire with super speed, so he's nutting in under 12 seconds. I wouldn't trust Seth to plug a power cable into a wall, let alone know how to put a dick in a vagina. And there is one of the 4, the last one, that I am willing to believe is good at it, and that's Max, because he's a siren who can feel and influence emotions. So he's going to ramp up the tension, and later in the series, it's proven that he's capable of working for it based on who he hooks up with.
Gotcha.
He's capable of working for it. He has to, because this person is able to block out his siren powers.
Oh, yeah.
So he doesn't even have that extra edge. He's just got to earn it the way that a normal guy would earn it. Anyway, back to the story about hot, mean boys who can't fuck. So.
They're going to learn how.
Yeah.
This is going to be a learning curve.
Yeah.
For them.
Yeah. They're not going to instantly be good at it. Of course not.
No.
Wink, wink,
I mean,
wink.
and if they are, it's all on the ladies' part. This is obviously, it's going to be the best sex ever that any of them have had.
Yeah.
Because it's probably, I mean... In my mind, it's like
Tori and Darcy are bringing the thunder to that situation.
They're probably doing a good amount of heavy lifting, and these guys are like, "Oh my god,
Gotta step up my game.
I gotta step up my game." I can get behind them having unusual stamina.
Yes, that's true.
They won't be heavy breathing as much.
No, they're gonna be able to
Not that we
go
don't love
for
a
a
little
while.
heavy breathing.
I'm a big fan. Big fan.
I want you to die on top of me. That's where, you know what, if you're not actively harming yourself, I don't know how hard you're working.
Yeah. So we find out that there's a dance happening, kind of like a homecoming. And Seth writes Darcy a little love note and asks her to go with him. And Dorothy tells him to fuck off and points out that he has a girlfriend he didn't actually dump. You let her know that you were polyamorous, but she stayed with you, which we have all made poor decisions with guys. These women are 18 years old, so are the boys, and so everybody's doing their best, and by that I mean doing their worst. They're still together.
This is the time.
This is the time.
This is the time.
For you to make bad decisions with that kind of thing. When Darcy, Tori, Sophia, and Diego decide to go to the dance together, they're like, let's just go as friends.
Yeah, little platonic palling.
Let's pal. And the twins get a message from Falling Star saying we should meet. Falling Star comes back into the story. They still don't know who Falling Star is.
No, their rendezvous was cut short.
And Sophia and Diego, who have a minor but mostly unimportant romantic subplot, head off to the dance together and wish the twins good luck with their meetup. But they are cute. Diego and Sophia are cute.
Yeah, but I'm a little worried because bad things happen when this friend group splits up.
That's true. That is very apt.
Point, safety in numbers
Yes.
here. If
Yes.
there's one lesson to take away, don't go into the woods alone
Mm-hmm.
without your vampire stalker boyfriend
Yeah.
floating 2 inches above you. But then he might do bad things to you too, so who knows. But
Others might do worse, though.
Yeah, specifically, just stay in a group. Stay in a group. Safety in numbers. Herd mentality.
Together. Let's stay together. They meet Falling Star in the library, and it's finally revealed that Falling Star is their tarot professor, Professor Astrom. So the tarot professor was Falling Star all along. He was the secret one trying to help them.
And we're the like high priestess omens.
Mm-hmm.
It was all a clue.
Exactly. And he tells them some very important information. He says that their father was nicknamed the Savage King for his infamous cruelty, and that Astrom was friends with their mother, who swapped them as changelings with human twins to save their lives.
Oh. So they have secret daddy issues.
But it gets even spicier. He believes that even though the king and queen were alleged to have been murdered by nymphs, that the whole thing was orchestrated by Darius's dad, Lionel.
Oh, what a good name, too. Lionel.
Before they can talk anymore, though, they think someone is stalking them in the library and they have to skedaddle.
Okay, so they think that Lionel really killed their parents.
That he was responsible for the death of their parents.
Darius's dad is an ass.
Yeah, he sucks. And he sucks so much. To Darius's credit going into this, his dad is a piece of shit. Darius has had a hard life. For how wealthy and privileged he is, he has had a very hard life.
Yeah.
And I tell you this because you're going to want to kill him by the end of this book, but he has had it hard. He's not had it easy.
Sure. We don't excuse it.
But we understand. We listen and we don't judge.
We judge a little.
We do judge a little. Yeah, no, that's a total lie. They return to the orb where the dance is happening, and Darcy gets swept away by Seth for a dance. Tori notices her sister missing and leaves to go find them because she thinks it's kind of sus. I don't like that Darcy is off with Seth alone.
Even more.
Darius follows her out of the dance while she's looking for her sister and tells her she has one last chance to leave the academy. You walk away now, then that's the end of this. But if you don't, there's going to be consequences.
Can she walk away with the money?
She can't.
Fuck. Then no. I guess
she's not going to do it. And so she says, no, I won't. And he uses coercion on her to make her go somewhere with him.
Oh. ...
Darcy turns out to have left Seth behind for a moment alone, and she runs into Orion outside. And Orion is acting shady and weird. And he says, are you messing around with Seth? Are you hooking up with Seth? And she's like, why do you care?
Why, bitch? Do you have a claim on me, too?
Yeah.
Is everybody going to fuck the vampires exclusively?
Yeah, seriously. Just what's happening with this? And then he tries to bite her, and they get interrupted by Seth before he can. And Orion whispers in her ear, you should go inside with me and stay away from Seth.
Everyone's being so shady.
I know.
Everyone's being creepy.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to get everybody to a second location.
Yeah, never get me to a second location.
No. So does she go with him?
She doesn't. Orion leaves them outside because Darcy refuses to go with him. And Darcy and Seth sit on a bench together where he immediately starts getting handsy. And Darcy's into it, but mainly because she thinks it'll piss off Orion, the one that she really wants. And she's like, if I make out with Seth, it's going to make him mad.
It's not into a revenge pawing.
Yes.
Revenge hand stuff.
Darcy gets into Seth's lap and they're making out. And then Seth whips out some shears and slices her hair off.
He stole the hair.
He's finally stole her hair.
He has been plotting that. He's been doing all of this just for her hair. What a creepy hair sniffer.
Such a creepy hair sniffer. Obviously, Darcy is devastated and horrified because of the symbolism of her hair that Max extracted from her with his powers and clearly told Seth about. And it's made worse by the fact that Kylie and her friends were hiding in the bushes and filmed the whole thing. And they're going to put it on Facebook to humiliate her. They leave her there crying, crumbled up on the ground crying.
Entire book series that's the dangers of social media.
I know, seriously. It's such symbolism, truly.
This is the PSA.
Don't have Facebook. They leave her there crying, and Orion finds her and helps her up, tries to make her laugh after what happened. And he's, listen, like, it's going to be okay. And she's like, how did you even find me out here? And he's, I use my spidey senses, kind of trying to make a joke to make her laugh. And they're talking to each other, and then they hear a scream from the gym, and Darcy knows that it's Tori.
Yeah.
She can tell.
Your sister's voice.
You know your sister's voice, and so they go running for the gym. Now we shift to Tori's point of view. And Darius forces Tori into the room where the pool is. And there's a crowd of other students hanging around, watching and jeering. I know. And Max and Caleb are present. And even though Caleb and her kind of have a thing, he's not helping her. He's not participating in what's about to happen, but he doesn't really do shit to stop what's going on. Darius tells her once again, you have one last chance to bow to us and leave the school. But no, absolutely not. Fuck you. And so Max makes her start climbing the ladder to the diving board. And remember, Tori can barely swim and is terrified of deep water. And Max and Darius use water magic to turn the pool into this churning vortex.
Oh, gosh.
And Seth tries to use air magic to knock her off the diving board. So she jumps into the water before he can knock her off.
She's a bad bitch.
She's a bad
very
bitch.
Face your fears.
Yeah.
Screw it.
Yes.
I'm not gonna do this.
She doesn't want to be forced in, so she jumps.
Yeah.
And she goes into the pool, and she keeps trying to get to the surface, but they keep pulling her under with water magic.
Yeah,
and she's
drowning.
They're drowning her, essentially. And then they freeze the top of the water, so she's stuck under it.
Oh, my shit.
I know. It's crazy. And while she's trying to break through the ice with her powers and her fish, she's doing everything that she can. She loses consciousness.
No.
And Orion and Darcy make it to the gym just in time. And Orion breaks through the ice, dives into the pool, and saves Tori and brings her out of the water.
So bullying is acceptable, but murder is not.
Murder is not. He heals her before she can die from the water that she inhaled, and he saves her life.
Okay.
And then he makes the heirs admit to him what they did, and then sentences everyone present to detention and promises if you do ever do anything like this again, you'll be expelled.
Kind of a light punishment.
Kind of a slap on the wrist.
Super. Everyone
slap
gets
on the
detention. Wrist. They don't even get super detention.
No.
Not even a light spanking. Not even anything.
No.
Just slap on the wrist.
Detention.
Of like, everybody here.
Yeah.
Everybody here. The people who tried the murder. The people who were just laughing. The people who were posting on socials. Everybody, 1 unit of detention. And then you think about what you did.
You think about what you have done. You should be very ashamed of yourselves.
Wow.
Yeah, it's bad.
Really came down with the hammer.
I know.
Professor Orion.
Yeah, he's heroic in the sense that he immediately saved Tori. He's like, nah.
I had to, hold on while I resuscitate this girl. Everybody.
You've been very bad boys.
Sign in for your lunch duty.
You guys are going to have to sit down and you're going to copy the dictionary.
Yeah, you have to wear a hairnet and serve everybody. And that's for just a day.
Scoop mac and cheese. So Darius storms off like the little bitch he is. And before the twins can even really process what's just happened to them, they hear a scream. And everybody goes running outside to find somebody on fire in the courtyard.
And it's how far into the school year?
2 weeks.
Yeah, great.
It's wild.
I might be willing to look for a way out. I mean, the money's nice.
I know.
But, whew.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Rough.
And
it's been rough to start with. Every time.
It's been rough.
You can tell these girls' internal monologue is, well, it can't get worse. And it just
does.
And then someone's on fire.
And then someone's on fire in a courtyard. Orion douses the victim with water, but the person is already dead. And a tarot card flies off the corpse and hits Tori in the chest, and it turns out to be the tarot card of death. And there's a message from Professor Astrom, the tarot professor, saying that he's been discovered and is out of time, and that the twins must reclaim their throne. And Darcy and Tori are now down the one ally who knew things and actually tried to help them. And that is where book 1 ends.
Wait, so is the person who was on fire Professor Astrom?
Yep.
He's dead now?
He's dead.
I
know.
What a way to go. Wow. Shit.
And that's the end of book 1.
Wow.
With Tori and Darcy, our heroes, having been humiliated by the heirs, and Tori almost dying.
Yes.
Like, almost dying. And you think of this. You think of the fact that Darius did this to her. This is obviously going to be a long-term issue.
Yeah, I'd hold a grudge.
Yeah.
I'd probably hold a grudge.
You would hold a grudge, and you would do a lot of things to get back at that person for what they did, and you would never trust them again.
We've got hair cutting. We've got all levels of petty and high stakes. Like, really straight up attempted murder. And really super bitchy. I'm making fun of you on social. The length and breadth of
just hazing on an insane level.
Yeah, it's... Wow. Thank you for introducing me to the...
Welcome to the world.
The world of hot guys who bully.
Yeah. It's Hogwarts, but they're older and they fuck and they're meaner. It's like 50 Draco Malfoys. What would win? 50 Draco Malfoys or 2 Hermiones?
It depends on, are we doing like fan fiction universe rules? In which case?
Obviously.
If you let them fuck each other, I think it might even out.
But yes, that is the end of book 1.
Wow.
And so now I have 2 questions to ask you.
Oh, please do.
The first, who of the boys do you hate the most?
That's a really good question. I really have a problem with Seth for being such a petty bitch.
I hate Seth so much.
I
After the first book, I hated Seth.
I hate Seth. Darius is giving mean guy energy and is doing mean guy stuff. And so we have him as a villain.
He is being very consistent.
He's at least consistent. He's not trying to emotionally abuse people as well as play the nice guy.
And with Caleb, he's between a rock and a hard place.
Caleb is I like Caleb the best. Caleb is just this,
Caleb's my fave.
He descends from the rafters and he bites bitches. Like, he's there to provide orgasms and bites.
And what else could you possibly need?
I don't ask for much.
He's the full package. And so question number 2, we've established that Seth is the one you hate the most, which hard agree. Question number 2, do you want to know what happens next?
Oh,
because this can't become Zodiac Academy, the podcast, but listeners also, I want you guys to weigh in on this, all 5 of you who listen to this podcast so far. Hi, Mom. Do you want me to cover the whole Zodiac Academy series? Because I will, but I'm just warning everybody, including Tess, that if I do cover it, the books get progressively longer, and we are looking at 2-part episodes to cover all of them.
I feel we should do a smash it together kind of thing.
Yeah.
Take the best of everything.
The highlights.
Because I want to hear all of the crazy. I don't even care if it's in order. Just give me the most unhinged
Cliff's Notes of the best moments from the series.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what I want.
Yes. Absolutely.
I feel like we went in depth on book 1 and then we should do books 2 through 8. Just be like, wham bam thing.
Lightning round. Lightning round.
Porn. Also a plot.
Yes. Also a plot. And then in this one, they're ghosts. Well, with all of that, thank you, Tess, for listening. Thank you, listeners, for listening. That brings us to the end of our episode. We are so excited to talk about more books. If there's anything that you would like to hear us scream into our mics about, please let us know in the comments. Send us an email. We are bookemporium@gmail.com. And with that, thank you all so much. We will see you next time.